But without further ado, let's welcome the man himself, Jefferson Graham from Photo Walks TV. I
Hi.
was trying to mess with my phone yesterday, taking pictures, using some of the tips and tricks you gave us. But then you email me and you're like, I'm going on an amazing trip to Japan, and I'm not bringing any fancy schmancy camera equipment with me. And I thought to myself, are you sure you don't want to bring anything but your phone? But that's what you're
I'm
doing.
sure. I'm sure. Ladies,
Uh-huh.
let me tell you all about it. Just to let you know. The guy reminded me of Jerry Lewis, actually, from the last clip. But anyway, yes, you do not need to bring big cameras on travel vacations anymore unless you're going to Africa and you're shooting close-ups of animals. If you're going to France, Italy, Spain, Japan, you name it, you're going to do just fine with a smartphone, which, as you've heard me say, you can do 80% of everything that you would want to do on a big camera except for ultra close-ups. But then how many ultra close-ups are you taking on vacation? You're doing more wide shots. If you're going to shoot the Eiffel Tower, you're not doing a close-up of the Eiffel Tower. If you're shooting a shrine in Japan, you're not doing a close-up of the shrine. If you want to get some detail, move your feet and get a little closer.
Okay, so if you are going to some place like Japan and you're trying to plan your shots, I mean, because you were talking last week about that golden hour, dawn and dusk where the sun is where it is. Is that, I mean, I would assume the same thing holds true out there, although the time frame might be a little different for you.
Best shots are in the morning, the best shots are in the evening. If you look at any Japan pictures, I would guarantee that 60% of them are done at night, are done right when the sun went down, that little blue hour in between daylight and sunlight, and a lot of streaking cars and things like that.
Yeah.
But as far as your shrines, your temples, your people pictures, those are done during the day.
Now, are there must see places you're planning to go on your trip that people can look forward to seeing your pictures?
Well, I'm not going to Tokyo. I've been to Tokyo. I'm not going to, most people think Japan, Tokyo, like they think California, San Francisco, Los Angeles. It
Right.
just is one of those things. There is another city there called San Jose. I know somebody who lives near there, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to be in Osaka, which is the other part of the country. It happens to be the home base for Panasonic, and
Oh.
it's near where Nintendo is based as well. So those two things. Osaka is considered the food capital of Japan, and it's got a really lively downtown. I should mention that my son lives in Japan, so he lives near there. So that's why we are
That's
going to
awesome.
that area. We're also going to go to Kyoto, which is really old Japan at its best. A lot of kimonos and geisha ladies and things like that. So I'm looking for, I will be filming episodes of Photo Walks TV, and I'm looking to document the best of both of those places in the morning and the evening and midday. A mixture of street food and the street scenes and the back alleys and the old Osaka Castle, which goes back to the 1600s. All sorts of good stuff.
That's awesome. Now you emailed me and this was already in my rundown from yesterday. And I was like, I'm going to ask Jefferson Graham about this. And now we have SF Tesla also with the same question. The Samsung shots of the moon. Apparently this is a technique and there's some sort of controversy about these photos. What exactly is going on here?
Fake news. I mean, that's what it is. Samsung and Apple and Google give you what's called computational photography. You don't really think that your pictures look as great as they come out. I mean, they've been worked on. They've been enhanced. Every picture you take on an iPhone is actually 9 photos that are merged together. That's why they look so good. So Samsung has a little trick to take it. You can't take a picture of the moon. You just can't do it. I mean, it's, think about how far away it is. So they enhance it and they admit it. And that's the way it is. I don't know if I ever told you about the time that I did a photo shoot of a couple down at the beach, and I took their picture on my regular Sony camera, and I had a big white sky, and it was like, eh. Then I took a picture of them on the iPhone, and I got a blue sky. And that's the way I wanted to see it, and that's the way they wanted to see it.
Yeah.
There wasn't really a blue sky, but when you took all those pictures and merged them together, there was.
Okay, so I mean, but Samsung has been facing a lot of criticism for doing this. Is this the same thing as when I'm driving on, 101 or 880 and I see these billboards with these iPhone pictures and they look absolutely gorgeous? Are those the enhancements you're also talking about, that I can never get a picture like that? Because I'm going to tell you the truth, Jefferson. That's why I buy the damn phone, is because I want my picture to look like that.
Okay. Well, when I come up and visit, we'll take those billboard pictures and we'll try to recreate them.
Done.
It can be done. It just takes a lot of effort.
I have a couple
Okay.
pictures to show that I would love to
Good.
get your critique on.
Mhm.
So the other day at school, this little girl gave my son one of those heart necklaces that you split apart, best friends necklace. And it was such a cute moment that I tried to capture it, but my phone automatically blurred her in the background. And I don't know how I could have. So he is front and center and clear, but she's all kind of fuzzy. What did I do wrong?
Right.
Keep moving. Like I told you last time, keep moving, keep changing the angle until you get it right. They did an automatic, what would be called bokeh. They thought that you wanted the boy to be the main image when you didn't. But if you had just tilted the camera a little bit and played around, that would have fixed it.
My next picture, and thank you for that, is of a birthday celebration. And I think it's the light from the candles that makes everything else blurry. That was a total picture fail.
Same thing, keep moving.
See, can you have to move around more.
It doesn't like lights. The lights can drive it crazy. So I don't know if you can see me right now, but if you could have moved up, moved to the side, I would have started up here, gone down here, moved over here. I can't guarantee it would have fixed it, but I think it would have.
Okay.
And I like that you're bringing about move around. I feel like sometimes, especially maybe Kim, you feel me as a parent, you're just trying to be there in the shot and you just want to like hold up your camera, take it and pray for the best, because you want to also be in the moment,
And also kids don't have a lot of patience for, hold that shot. They,
exactly.
You get maybe 2, 3 and they're off doing something else. So
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
but the secret of photography is moving until you get it right. And
yeah.
you can move fast. You can move fast. Immediately that doesn't look good. And then if you just move a little bit, shift a little bit, it can really dramatically make it a lot better. Now, Nikki, I want to show you what I'm talking about when I talk about what I'm bringing. So this is it. This is it. Okay. So
selfie sticks are still in, is what I'm saying, right?
The selfie sticks are in for me. This is what I use. I leave the big camera at home. This selfie stick turns into a tripod down here.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I need to get something like that. My kids would laugh at me though.
$25. Okay.
Oh,
that's my $25 accessory. Okay. Then
what brand is that? What is that?
It's called the Insta360 selfie stick / tripod. If you're going to buy it, make sure it's the selfie stick tripod, because they also sell a selfie stick, which is not going to help you because you don't get the tripod. And that tripod is 4 feet. And I like to do time-lapse videos, and I could just go anywhere with that in my pocket, open it up and get
set
ready.
It up.
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah.
What kind of phone did you have? Oh, my
microphone.
Oh, what kind of microphone is that?
It's called a Rode Wireless Go 2.
Rode, RODE. That I've heard of Rode. Okay.
And this side goes into the phone, and this goes on me.
And how far do you have to? How much like rope does it give you?
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard the story about the time that I was in Crissy Field in San Francisco doing a shoot there, and I was talking to the camera. And while I was talking to the camera, somebody came by and grabbed my camera, tripod, microphones, threw it in his car, and drove away. Do you know that story?
I do not know that story.
Okay. So ever since then, I've learned not to stand so far away from the camera. That was on a regular camera, and I was 15, 20 feet away. Now I'm right in front of it.
Yeah.
And I'm close enough to go catch it before somebody runs it, gets it. So I'm not really concerned with how far I am away. Because
you're not making that mistake. Okay.
Yeah, not again.
But it gives you enough length where you can set it up and stand in front of it. Yes.
Yes.
Totally.
Okay. Totally.
That
it's
works.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I have 2 of them. So when I interview people, I put one on me and one on my guest.
Oh, you got to put all these details. Are you talking about this? Your show is coming up in about 40 minutes or so on Photo Walks. Do you list all of the stuff that you buy?
I have links. I've done
Okay,
it
good.
before, and I can. What should we do? Should we tweet it
Yeah.
out?
You know what?
And
Email
thank
it to
you.
me and I'll put it in the show notes if I can
Okay.
afterwards, or I'll put it in the social media
I'll also
sharing of it.
tweet it out. I also bring this
Yes.
camera. Do we know this camera? This is
I-
the Insta360 X3. It has a lens on both sides so that when I'm walking down the street, it's getting a shot of me walking down the street and a shot of what's in front of me at the
Are
same
these
time.
high priced things though, Jefferson? I mean, do you have to be kind
Three
of
fit. Come on, $350, $25. The microphone is $300. I mean, I produce a video show. I've done like 100
Yeah.
episodes with these microphones. It's really come in
Yeah.
handy.
That's actually not too bad. I was thinking you were going to be talking like $1,000 each or something like that. So that's not, I mean, everything you named is under $1,000 for all of it. So
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty good.
the phone that Kim asked about, this is the Samsung Galaxy S21.
Mhm.
I have been known as an iPhone photographer for years. I've been photographing on the iPhone since they added a camera. And every time I say, and here's how to do something, there's somebody out there that says, yes, but how do I do it on a Galaxy? So
Right.
I went out
There
and
you
bought the phone,
go.
so I'll know.
That's what you're a giver, Jefferson. That's what we like about you. Thank you, thank you. So so that's I'm assuming you're going to be talking about your trip to Japan on your show that gets underway. What else are you going to be talking about today?
That, and I have an amazing photographer named Dave Williams, who is based in England. He lives in a van in England, and he's going to live stream with me
Oh,
talking
cool.
about his recent trip to the Northern Lights of Norway. He
I wanna
shot
go
them on the iPhone. His pictures are out of this world, and he's
Yeah.
going to talk about them. Both of us are speaking at an upcoming iPhone photography conference, virtual, March
Oh.
27th to the 30th. And so we'll both be previewing the stuff we'll be talking about there as well.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, definitely check out Jefferson Graham's show. He's gonna be
Yeah.
chock full of stuff. And please, let's get all of those things that you bought. A lot of people in the comments are wanting to know the names of things and what you bought. So, and then next week you won't be here. You won't be here for 2 weeks. Is that correct?
I'll be back on April 6th.
April 6th. So Jefferson Graham's going to be gone on his amazing trip. So obviously continue to follow him on socials, on his YouTube channel. I think you're a hair's breadth away from 10,000 subscribers, right,
I am
Jefferson?
200 away. 200
All right.
away.
So
And
go on there.
we crossed 1 million views last week.
Congratulations. That is
Thank
amazing.
you.
That is quite the milestone. So check him out. His show kicks off at 2:00 right here on YouTube. It's Photo Walks TV. Jefferson Graham, enjoy your trip. Take amazing pictures. We can't wait to see him when you come back.